Modern Real Estate Practice, page 292. Broker's Price Opinion, BPO. A broker's price opinion, BPO, is a less expensive alternative of evaluating property that is often used by lenders working with home equity lines. Refinance, refinancing, portfolio management, loss mitigation, and collections. Both Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac provide forms that are used by real estate professionals who perform BPOs for a fee. Although some BPOs are more extensive, including information about the neighborhood and an interior analysis, many are simply drive-bys that verify the existence of the property, along with a listing of comparable sales. A BPO should not be confused with an appraisal, which consists of more in-depth analysis of gathered information and which may be performed only by a licensed or certified appraiser. A BPO cannot be used if the matter involves a federally related transaction that requires an appraisal and slash or the transaction occurs in a state that requires one. Information on how a BPO is used in certain Fannie Mae programs can be obtained by entering BPO in the search box at www.fanniemae.com/single family. The appraisal process. The key to an accurate appraisal lies in the methodical collection and analysis of data. The appraisal process is an orderly set of procedures used to collect and analyze data to arrive at a justifiable conclusion of value. The value sought most often is market value, though an appraisal also can be made to determine a different value, such as a property insurance value, salvage value, or assessment value. The data needed by the appraiser can be divided into two basic classes. Number one, general data, which covers the nation, region, city, and neighborhood. The appraiser researches the physical, economic, social, and political influences that affect the value and potential of the subject property. Number two, specific data, which covers the type and features of improvements to the subject property, as well as comparable properties that are similar to and competitive with the subject property. Figure 16.1 outlines the steps an appraiser takes in carrying out an appraisal assignment. Once the approaches have been reconciled and an opinion of value has been reached, the appraiser prepares a report for the client. The report should identify the real estate and real property interest being appraised, state the purpose and intended use of the appraisal, define the value sought, State the effective date of the value and the date of the report. State the extent of the process of collecting, confirming, and reporting the data. List all assumptions and limiting conditions that affect the analysis, opinion, and conclusions of value. Describe the information considered, the appraisal approaches used, and the reasoning that supports the report's conclusions. If an approach was excluded, the report should explain why. Describe the appraiser's opinion of the highest and best use of the real estate. Describe any additional information that may be appropriate to show compliance with the specific guidelines established in USPAP, or to clearly identify and explain any departures from those guidelines, and include a signed certification as required by USPAP. End of page. Page 293, figure 16.1, the appraisal process. At the top, number 1, you identify the problem. Then, number 2, you determine the scope of work. Number 3, you're going to gather, record, and verify the necessary data. Under general data, you're going to add nation, region, city, and neighborhood. Under specific data, you have subject site and improvements. Data for each approach. Sales data, cost data, and income and expense data. Number 4, analyze data. Number 5, form opinion of land value. Number 6, form opinion of value by each of the 3 approaches. Number 7, reconcile values for final opinion of value. And lastly, number 8, report final opinion of value. Uniform Residential Appraisal Report. Figure 16.2 shows the Uniform Residential Appraisal Report, URAR, which is the form required by many government agencies. It illustrates the types of detailed information required of an appraisal of residential property. It also highlights the extensive list of certifications required of the appraiser and is accompanied by a page of instructions. A copy of the form can also be found at fanniemae.com. In practice, technology has come to the appraisal office, just as it has to the real estate office. Software can be used to make completing the URAR more efficient. The completed electronic form can be attached to the transmittal letter and sent electronically to the client along with digital copies of any exhibits such as maps and photos. End of page.